Good morning, children. This is me, T.M. Manjunath, Assistant Master, Sri Anaberu Kenchappa High School, Bada. Dear children, I welcome you all for YouTube class. In my previous class, I have taught you 8th standard English as a second language. In that second language English, I have completed a prose called Jamaican fragment. How there is a conflict for taken place in a universal, that is class, caste and color. So it is the international issue is taken place. But at the end of the lesson, A. Landrix had proved that we should not consider as according to the class, color or in a caste, in a superior or an inferior. The child only, one who is a boss and another child is a servant, like that in alternate they will be prove themselves as a bossism. So on the basis of that prose, here now I am going to explain or to clarify the poem that is called No Men Are Foreign. Foreign means is separate person who belongs to another, is a person of other country. Understand? In Kannada, what we can call Videshi. So according to James Kirkwood, no one is in foreign. Okay, so how he is explaining how that nobody is in foreign? So how he is saying that? Let's clarify. Here, dear children, you just look at this picture, the paragraph, page number 57. Look at this picture. So in this picture or in this photograph, do you think is it it is a scene from a real war, or is it just a picture to teach something? Can you imagine? Can you tell me, dear children? Just to look at this. So here, what actually this photograph can explain. So here a man, some of the human beings, some of the men were wearing one photograph that is I am a man, but remaining all can have a pistol, what we can call, or what we can rifle they had with them, and they are pointing out, they are ready to shoot them. So it means that in that picture there will be no humanity, there will be no as a human being can be, they were ready to kill another human. So there will be no humanity, there will be no generosity, there will be no patience, no one is ready to save any other. So here these persons who are having rifles, they are ready to kill others. So in that picture, so who are going to be killed, those men showing that no, I am a human being, I am a man, I am like you, like that they are expressing. So it means that here there will be no humanity, there will be no generosity, there will be no equality, what we can call. So according to these men who had a rifle, they are ready to kill these people. So this shown that here what we can understood that as a human being they were ready to kill other human. So this is the introductory part, that picture they are given. You just clarify this and come to the information of that James Kirkwood. Here James Kirkwood was born in 23rd April in 1918 and he was died on 10th May 2000 9. Here he was a prolific English writer. He is a great poet. He was a very good playwright. He was travel writer also. He is a very good poet, a prolific writer. He is a playwright. I mean, he wrote some plays or called drama, and he is a very good travel writer. And he was born on South Shields, the country of Durham, and he was educated in Durham University. He has held the posts at University of Britain, Europe, America, and Japan. And he also worked as a translator. He wrote over 30 books, including autobiographies. Okay, dear children, I am going to clarify. So, what is autobiography? Autobiography. So, you just make a part of this word. Biography means one who can write others' life history or the life story. So here he wrote autobiography. He has written his own life history. Understand? So tanna jivana gade jivana katheyana taane baradre adu autobiography. So bereyavardanna baradre that is called biography. Okay. So he worked as a translator, and he had written 30 books, that including his autobiography, and he has also written novels. He started writing a simple poem and rhymes from the age of 6. Wow. In the age of 6. Can you imagine? At the age of 6, now they started, now today, that age of 6 is, it's a first standard admission. When they joined the first standard, they started learning alphabet, ABCD, small words, the small rhymes. Not all the students who were studying first standard were not ready, not fit to write all the alphabet and small words or the rhymes, whatever that is prescribed for their syllabus. But at the age of 6, that James Kirkup, he had already been writing a small rhymes and poems. You just imagine that how talented he was when as a kid. So Mercedes Boy in 2008, so before he died 1 year before, he has written one book that is called Mercedes Boy. This one. In 2008. Play Strindberg, a play or his contributions, he was honored by many countries. Yes, of course. As a child, he has written rhymes and other things. No, it shown that he is very good at prolific writer. So many countries honored him. He was a great writer. Okay, in this poem, the poet gives us message of universal brotherhood. So now I am going to wipe up. Why? I am going to clean this. So James Kirkup, as he want to explain, he want to give a message that's about universal brotherhood. So, in universal brotherhood means, universe means what? Universe means the whole world. Universe means the whole world. So here, wanted to explain who are living in the whole world, they were all our brother relationship. So they were our brothers. Okay, like our distant relations like kith and kin like this. So this is the great information he is going to present us. Let's start the poem. Do you understand? Here, so dear children, the poet, he wanted to explain, he wanted to give a message in this poem, that is, no men are foreign. That is the main thing he wanted to explain, the universal brotherhood. Okay, dear children, let's all of you close your textbook and you just listen my the presentation or listen my reading of the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no countries are foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, that land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we shall die. They too aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read. A labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake, or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is a common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whenever we are told that our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispose, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human heart that we defy. Our hells of fire and dust outrage in innocence of air that everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Dear children, now you can open the textbook and let's start the first point. Dear children, here the poet is remembering. The poets want to recalling the points. The poet here, he want to push up and he want to remember us, that is, oh, I think you are forget. Oh, my dear people, he is saying that no men are foreign, no men are called strange, no countries are foreign. What you can say there? So, there are 7 continents in the world: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Africa and Antarctica. Except Antarctica, remaining all 6 countries, they have a human being. Understand? We are Indian, we are belong to Asia. That Asia had many countries like China, Japan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, like this. In North America, there are many countries. In South America, there are many countries. In Australia, there are many countries. In Africa, there were many countries like Africa, Peru, Czechoslovakia, like this. So there are 6 continents among the 7. The 6 were had a human being. So they were belongs to a different country. But the poet is saying that when we come to a particular concept, we are living in an earth. Earth is same. So here he is saying that no men are strange. Strange means different. A strange person. In Kannada, Binnava, Bereyava, Vasava. Even Yara Vasava. So no men are strange, Vichitra. So no one is strange. And no country is foreign. For example, when we say that if I am an Indian, when we are at China, oh, we are Asian people. Okay, we belong to Asia. So when we go to somewhere, they are saying that if we go to that Mars, in Kannada Mangala Grahakya Hodaga, so ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ರಿ? We are coming from Earth, like that. So here, so poet wanted to deal, the poet wanted to give a message and give an intense information about universal brotherhood. Here, dear children, we are here no strange people. Understand? There will be no foreign countries. And he said that beneath all the uniform, he is saying that beneath all the uniforms, it means that all are one through. In Kannada it is called Nodakki Bere Tara, but we are together. So Elru one like this. So all are though look different, but we are all one. All are one through in appearance, but in different. So it means that, so for example, India is a country, we have a diversity. We have a many diversity, but when we are asking that we are united. So there is a word we can use in a diversity in unity. So we are in different structure. For example, our food style is different. North Indians, they used to eat roti, dal like this. In South Indian, we are using that ragi ball like called in Kannada, ragi mudde. So dress code, Assam people, their facial, their body structure is different from South Indian. So come to the South, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, we looks little dark. So Tamilian people, they always wear panje, what we can have panje like this, lungi, what we can call it. So like this. When you go to Punjab, their hairstyle is different. So what I am saying that here beneath under that uniform, so we are looks different, but we are one. We are together. We are all one like this. A single body breathes. It means that we are appearance in different. That the whole sentence have the same single meaning that we looks different, but we are all one. Like us, like us, like ours, the land, our brothers who walk upon, understand, is a earth like this. The people who are walking around the world, they are our brothers. Understand? Here, we are all having a same body. There will be no different, parts of the body who are varied from one to other. So our body structure is same, and we brings adversity. So which we shall lie. We shall lie on the earth. We can also look same. We are Indian. Our body structure, the eyes, nose is the same in other country like American. But the color may be varied, that's all. But as a human being, they are also called a human being. They are saying that. It is the first para. They too aware of sun and air and water. So how many suns are there? Is there separate sun for America? It is separate sun for India. It is separate sun for Pakistan or China, Japan like this? No. So only one. It is a universal truth, and universally only one sun, only one moon. So the same water they are drinking. Water is the same. There will be no separate water. So here, as a human being, they can breathe the air what we have breathed now, the same can air breathe the other people in the countries which were belong to other. So water, so same water, the same air and the same sun, the same sunlight they are using, are fed peaceful harvest. Understand? So they are saying that they are what they are eating, for example, what they are feeding. No, it is the same peaceful harvest. Our agriculturalists, our farmers, what they are growing in their lands. So some people, they are, you can say that Chinese and Japanese, they are eating some insects, some parts of animal, they can eat flesh like this. Okay, of course, the food, whatever they are using, it's depend on their culture. It's also thing you have to remember. But when come to a vegetarian, when to come to that feeding point of view, it is by the peaceful harvest. By a vast long winter starved, there will be no what we can call. If you conduct a war, what happened? There will be starving taken place. There will be no feel from thirst. There will feel from hunger. They will lose everything. They lost their home. They lost their parents. They lost everyone. So that, dear children, we try to not to conduct a war like this. Their hands are ours. When the war taken place, we trying to kill our enemies. But when you are killing, when you are making cut of their hands, you just look at that. You just look at their ours. The people who are against him, when you want to like a war, when you want to conduct a war, you just look them. They were called ours. In all their lines, what we read, it is a labor. They were not different from our own. So here they are saying that all the hands were same. Their lines in the hands, they are also a man. The labor is also not the different. Even some people in the previous lesson, what we have observed, a boss and a servant. So whatever the labor who are working, you feel them. You just understand they were also a human being. Even equality, when you can order to your labor, you just think they were our brothers like. So keep this in your mind. So this way he is saying that. He continued that, remember, they have eyes like ours, the way. Whatever they had eyes, so those eyes like us. What we have eyes, the same eyes they have. The same type of eyes they have. When you are asleep, they too sleep. When you have a strength, they too have a strength that can be born. You show love. In every land is a common life that all can recognize, that you understand. We should remember that all human beings, whatever they had in eyes, it is same like this. Which we can sleep, which we can awake, we can be owned by all. What we can say that all the things, it should be possible by love. So when we can able to gain, we will able to what we can gain or to own by others, it's only through the love. In Kannada, ನಾವು ಯಾರನ್ನಾದರೂ ಏನನ್ನಾದರೂ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಗಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ not to be in the war, but to be in the love. You just understand, dear children. It means that when you want to gain, when you want to know what they want to show, you just show love to other countries, they will submit all the things to you. When you start war against them, there will be some problems who have taken place. They start hating the people. So it means that, dear children, all the things should be possible by the love. This is a very important thing what I am pointing out. Love can makes everything plain. So we should possible by love. In every way, the life is a common. The life is not indifferent. Understand? So we are Indian, our life is same. Those people who are Pakistani, their life is same. That all can recognize and understand. We can able to understand all the things, dear children. Okay, dear children, this way I am going to continue. Let us remember, whenever we are told, so let's remember, we should remember that whenever we are told that we should not hate our brothers, it's our selves. And he continued that we shall dispose, betray, condemn. We should betray. We should dispose that betray. We should condemn. So, dear children, here we should remember that whenever we are whenever we start hating, whenever we should not hate the brothers because they were our brother. And he continued, they were ourselves. Those people were ours. And we shall leave it. We shall dispose it. We shall not betray. What's the meaning of betray? Betray means we should not be destroyed. So we should leave it. Vishwasaghataka agam. So destroy it. We should leave. We should dispose of betray. And we should stop condemning. So we should not condemn the others. And he continued, remember, we who take arms against each other, what happened? So in this world, everyone, as in the earlier I told, everyone is powerful. Each one took the arms, what happened? It will be no human being. So on the earth, we will defile. So what we can say, defile means make something impure. So we should show our love. It means that, remember, if anyone who go against with an arm, what happen in the earth? That human being will defile. Defile means make someone impure. And he continues, our yells are fire and dust of outrage in the innocence. Of air that everywhere is our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no countries are strange, what we can say. And he continued that the poet makes a strong appeal that he is against the evils of war. That wars makes the evils, wars makes the destruction to the whole world individually for a human being. By taking up war, no one violate, the men can violate and they can pollute not only the dust or the smoke as I told, but can be hatred. The men must learn to develop feeling of universal brotherhood, and he said we must learn that no men are foreign, no one is strange, nobody is different person. Everyone in the world, they were all same. So here, finally, I come to conclude that here that James Philip is clearly what he explained, that all the people in the world, so more than the 600 crores were there, no, all are our brother. So we should be maintain, we should follow the universal brother. So this way the poet is saying that remember, no man are foreign and no country is strange, he is saying that. So this way, dear children, I hope you understood this poem wonderfully. This is not a poem as according to me, it is a well-known message. We have to be accepted. So we should not fight, we should not hate, we should not make a war on the name of the country like this. So this way we have to accept universal brotherhood as like James Philip told. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you and all.